Ton was on his way back home from the gym after a hard workout. When he passed the corner of Stadium Road and Warren Street, he saw his friend Dustin. Usually Dustin is busy making great radio, but today he was just sitting on the sidewalk in front of KMSU with a sad look on his face. Ton knew something was wrong. Dustin is one of the best DJs in town. He and Ton have been the hosts of the 5 Count for 20 years, dedicating thousands of hours of their lives to the kids of Mankato, Minnesota, and beyond. It was really unusual for Dustin to just be sitting around, especially on a Saturday afternoon.
"Hey, Dustin, what's wrong?"
asked Ton as he sat down beside him in the warm afternoon sun.
"How come the long face?"
he asked.
"I thought you would be up in the station preparing for tonight's show. That's where you usually spend your Saturdays."
"I guess you haven't heard the bad news,"
said Dustin.
"When I went to KMSU, there was a big sign on the door which read, 'Due to lack of ratings, the 5 Count will be canceled until further notice.'"
Ton looked concerned.
"There must be something we can do,"
he thought.
"There's got to be something."
Ton thought for a long time. Suddenly, he said,
"Dustin, listen to me carefully. I need your help. I want you to meet me tomorrow morning in the park. Try and get all your friends to be there, too. Make sure everyone is wearing sneakers and has a bucket or a pail with them."
"What's up?"
asked Dustin.
"Wait until tomorrow morning. You'll see,"
Ton said with a smile. When Dustin woke up the next morning, he looked out the window. The weather didn't look very good. There were big gray clouds high in the sky. It looked like rain. But by the time he finished his breakfast and got to the park, the sun was starting to break through the clouds. It was going to be a beautiful day. Even before Dustin arrived, Ton and a big group of kids were already in the park. Soon the group grew larger and larger. It seemed like every kid in town was there. Ton waited until 9:30 to make sure that everyone arrived. Then he made a big announcement. This is what he said.
"When Dustin first told me that the 5 Count had been canceled, I couldn't believe it. You kids need the 5 Count. I decided that if we all work together, we can raise enough money to bribe the station manager into putting the show back on the air. Today we are going on a jogathon. We will all collect money along the way."
Ton handed out stickers which read, "Save the 5 Count."
"Now stick these on the buckets and cans you brought,"
he said. Soon everyone was ready to start.
"Okay,"
said Ton.
"Here we go."
All day long, Ton, Dustin, and the kids ran around town collecting money for the 5 Count. They jogged down Riverfront Drive, over the bridge, and even went door to door throughout Mankato. Soon the buckets and cans were beginning to get heavy. Ton's plan was working. The money was rolling in. By the end of the day, everyone was tired but happy. Back on campus, they began counting up all the money they had collected that day. All the buckets were full, and it took quite a while.
"Wow!"
shouted Dustin.
"We've got over $30, and we did it all by ourselves."
Ton looked on proudly. His plan had been a success. On Monday morning, he took the money to KMSU and had a long meeting with the general manager. Monday afternoon, when the final school bell rang, the kids made a wonderful discovery. The 5 Count had been uncanceled. The general manager had so much trouble finding someone else to take over the 5 Count's lousy time slot, he decided to put the 5 Count back on the air. He took the money and told Dustin and Ton to quit bothering him. Everyone cheered as Ton led them through the doors.
"Thanks, everyone,"
said Dustin.
"We could never have done it without you."
"We did it all by working together,"
said Ton with a big smile.
"That's called teamwork."